How to help children focus in the learning process. Fostering concentration and focus in children is essential for their academic and personal success. Many children struggle with attention and focus, but there are several strategies that parents and educators can use to help children improve their concentration and focus during the learning process. One effective strategy is to create a structured and organized learning environment. This includes setting up a designated study space that is free of distractions, such as TV, video games, or clutter. Provide children with the necessary materials and resources they need to complete their work, such as pencils, paper, and textbooks. Establish routines and schedules for studying and completing homework, and encourage children to stick to them. Another strategy is to break down tasks into smaller, more manageable chunks. Encourage children to focus on one task at a time, and to take breaks in between each task to recharge and refocus. This can help children avoid feeling overwhelmed and improve their ability to concentrate for longer periods of time. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for physical activity and movement throughout the day. Exercise and movement can help children release excess energy and improve their ability to concentrate. Encourage children to take breaks and stretch their bodies, or to engage in physical activities such as sports or outdoor play. Another strategy is to use visual aids and hands-on learning activities to engage children in the learning process. This can help children stay focused and interested in the material, and can improve their ability to retain information. Use visual aids such as charts, graphs, and diagrams, and incorporate hands-on activities such as experiments, projects, or role-playing. It's also important to provide children with positive feedback and encouragement. Celebrate their successes and accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem, and provide constructive feedback to help them improve. Encourage children to ask questions and seek help when they need it, and provide them with the support and guidance they need to succeed. Another effective strategy is to incorporate mindfulness and relaxation techniques into the learning process. Teach children how to practice deep breathing, visualization, or other relaxation techniques that can help them calm their minds and improve their ability to focus. Encourage them to take a few moments to practice these techniques before beginning a task, or during breaks throughout the day. Finally, it's important to model good concentration and focus for children. Children learn by example, so it's important for parents and educators to model the behaviors and attitudes they want to see in children. Show children how to focus and concentrate on tasks, and how to avoid distractions and stay on track. By modeling good concentration and focus, adults can help children develop these important skills and attitudes for themselves. Another strategy for helping children develop concentration and focus is to use interactive and engaging learning materials. Interactive materials, such as educational games, puzzles, and simulations, can help children stay engaged and interested in the learning process. These materials can also help children develop problem-solving skills and critical thinking skills, which are essential for concentration and focus. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for collaboration and teamwork. Working together with peers can help children stay engaged and focused on the task at hand. Encourage children to work in pairs or small groups on projects or assignments, and provide them with the necessary support and guidance to help them succeed. Another effective strategy is to provide children with regular breaks throughout the day. Short breaks can help children recharge and refocus, allowing them to return to their work with renewed energy and concentration. Encourage children to take short breaks every 30 to 45 minutes, and provide them with activities that allow them to move and stretch their bodies. It's also important to provide children with a variety of learning experiences. Children have different learning styles and preferences, and providing a variety of learning experiences can help children stay engaged and interested in the material. Incorporate different teaching methods, such as lectures, discussions, and hands-on activities, and provide children with opportunities to explore their interests and passions. Another strategy is to use positive reinforcement to encourage good concentration and focus. Provide children with rewards or incentives for good behavior, such as completing tasks on time or staying focused during class. These rewards can help children stay motivated and engaged in the learning process. It's also important to address any underlying issues that may be affecting a child's ability to concentrate and focus. Issues such as anxiety, depression, or ADHD can interfere with a child's ability to concentrate and focus. If you suspect that a child may be struggling with one of these issues, it's important to seek professional help and support. Finally, it's important to be patient and supportive. Developing good concentration and focus takes time and practice, and children will inevitably experience setbacks and challenges along the way. Encourage children to keep trying, and provide them with the support and guidance they need to succeed. Another strategy for helping children develop concentration and focus is to use technology and digital tools. Many children are highly motivated and engaged by technology, and incorporating it into the learning process can help children stay focused and interested in the material. Use educational software, apps, and online resources to supplement traditional teaching methods, and provide children with opportunities to use technology in creative and innovative ways. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for goal setting and self-monitoring. Encourage children to set specific, achievable goals for themselves, and to monitor their progress towards those goals. This can help children stay motivated and focused, and can also help them develop a sense of self-discipline and self-regulation. Another effective strategy is to teach children how to manage their time effectively. Time management skills are essential for concentration and focus, and can help children avoid procrastination and other distractions. Teach children how to prioritize tasks, create schedules, and make effective use of their time. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for creativity and exploration. Allowing children to explore their interests and passions can help them stay engaged and focused on the learning process. Encourage children to pursue their hobbies and interests, and to incorporate them into their schoolwork whenever possible. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities for choice and autonomy. Giving children some control over their learning can help them stay engaged and interested in the material. What to do when the child does not want to chat with his friends? As children grow and develop, they may go through phases where they don't want to talk or interact with their friends as much as they used to. This can be a normal part of development, but it can also be a sign of underlying issues such as anxiety, depression, or social difficulties. As a parent or caregiver, it's important to recognize when a child is withdrawing from social interactions and to take steps to help them reconnect with their friends. One strategy for helping children who are reluctant to talk to their friends is to create opportunities for social interaction in a low-pressure environment. Consider hosting a playdate or inviting friends over for a casual get-together. Providing opportunities for children to interact with their friends in a relaxed, informal setting can help them feel more comfortable and at ease. Another strategy is to encourage children to participate in group activities or clubs that align with their interests. This can help children connect with like-minded peers and provides a structured environment for social interaction. Encourage children to explore different activities and hobbies, and to choose ones that they enjoy and feel passionate about. It's also important to talk to children about their feelings and concerns. If a child is withdrawing from social interactions, it may be a sign that they are struggling with anxiety, depression, or other emotional issues. Encourage children to express their feelings, and provide them with emotional support and guidance as needed. Another strategy is to model positive social behaviors for children. Children learn by example, so it's important for parents and caregivers to model the behaviors and attitudes they want to see in children. Show children how to initiate and maintain social interactions, and how to communicate effectively with others. It's also important to help children develop social skills and strategies for interacting with peers. Teach children how to read social cues, how to initiate conversations, and how to handle social conflicts. Provide children with opportunities to practice these skills in a safe and supportive environment. If a child is struggling with social interactions despite these strategies, it may be helpful to seek professional help and support. A mental health professional or therapist can work with a child to identify underlying issues and develop strategies for improving social interactions. Another strategy for helping children who are reluctant to talk to their friends is to explore the underlying reasons for their social withdrawal. Children may withdraw from social interactions for a variety of reasons, including anxiety, depression, bullying, or other issues. It's important to identify the root cause of the problem in order to address it effectively. If a child is experiencing anxiety or depression, it may be helpful to provide them with additional support and resources. Consider consulting with a mental health professional or therapist who can work with the child to develop coping strategies and address underlying issues. If a child is being bullied or experiencing social difficulties, it's important to take proactive steps to address the problem. Speak with school officials or a teacher to address the issue and provide support for the child. Consider enrolling the child in social skills training or other programs to help them develop the skills they need to navigate social situations effectively. Another strategy is to help children build their self-confidence and self-esteem. Children who feel good about themselves are more likely to engage in social interactions and build positive relationships with others. Encourage children to pursue activities and hobbies that they enjoy and to celebrate their accomplishments and successes. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for positive social interactions. Consider enrolling the child in extracurricular activities or classes where they can meet new people and interact with peers who share their interests. Encourage children to participate in community events or volunteer activities where they can connect with others and make a positive impact. If the child is experiencing social withdrawal due to a specific event or situation, such as a recent move or family change, it's important to provide them with additional support and understanding. Help the child adjust to the new situation by providing them with emotional support and guidance, and by helping them build new social connections. Another strategy for helping children who are reluctant to talk to their friends is to encourage them to practice active listening and empathy. Often, children who struggle with social interactions may have difficulty understanding and responding to the thoughts and feelings of others. Teaching children to listen actively, ask questions, and show empathy can help them build stronger social connections with their peers. Encourage children to practice active listening by paying attention to what others are saying, making eye contact, and asking questions to clarify their understanding. Teach children to ask open-ended questions that encourage others to share their thoughts and feelings, and to respond with empathy and understanding. It's also important to teach children to recognize and manage their own emotions. Children who are able to regulate their emotions are better able to engage in social interactions and build positive relationships with others. Encourage children to identify and express their emotions in a healthy way, and to develop coping strategies for managing difficult emotions. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities for positive reinforcement and recognition. Children who feel valued and appreciated are more likely to engage in social interactions and build positive relationships with others. Provide children with positive feedback and recognition for their efforts and accomplishments, and encourage them to celebrate the successes of others. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for social problem solving and conflict resolution. Teach children to identify social conflicts and to develop strategies for resolving them in a healthy and constructive way. Provide children with opportunities to practice these skills in a safe and supportive environment. If a child is experiencing social withdrawal due to a learning disability or other developmental issue, it may be helpful to provide them with additional support and resources. Consult with a specialist or therapist who can work with the child to develop strategies for improving social interactions and building positive relationships with others. Another strategy for helping children who are reluctant to talk to their friends is to provide them with opportunities to build social skills and confidence through role-playing and other activities. Role-playing can help children practice social interactions in a safe and supportive environment, and can also help them develop new social skills and strategies. Encourage children to engage in role-playing activities that involve common social situations, such as initiating a conversation, making a friend, or resolving a conflict. Provide children with feedback and guidance on their social interactions, and help them develop new strategies and skills as needed. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for leadership and responsibility. Children who are given leadership roles, such as organizing a group activity or leading a project, are more likely to engage in social interactions and build positive relationships with others. Encourage children to take on leadership roles in their school, community, or extracurricular activities. How to help children develop skills in using technology. As our world becomes increasingly digital, it's important for children to develop strong technology skills in order to succeed in school and in the workplace. However, it's important to balance the benefits of technology with the potential risks and drawbacks, such as overuse, addiction, and exposure to inappropriate content. As a parent or caregiver, it's important to find ways to help children develop technology skills in a safe and responsible way. One strategy for helping children develop technology skills is to provide them with access to age-appropriate technology tools and resources. This may include educational apps, online learning resources, or interactive websites. Encourage children to explore these resources and to use them to develop new skills and knowledge. Another strategy is to set clear limits and boundaries around technology use. Establish rules around when and how technology can be used, and enforce those rules consistently. Encourage children to take breaks from technology and to engage in other activities, such as outdoor play, creative projects, or reading. It's also important to model responsible technology use for children. Children learn by example, so it's important for parents and caregivers to model the behaviors and attitudes they want to see in children. Show children how to use technology responsibly, such as by protecting personal information, avoiding cyberbullying, and avoiding inappropriate content. Another strategy is to involve children in the creation of technology, rather than just consuming it. Encourage children to explore coding, programming, or other technology-related fields, and provide them with opportunities to create their own projects and apps. This can help children develop problem-solving and critical thinking skills, as well as a deeper understanding of how technology works. It's also important to monitor children's technology use and to stay informed about the latest trends and risks. Keep an eye on the apps and websites that children are using, and be aware of the potential risks and dangers associated with those platforms. Stay up to date on the latest research and recommendations related to children and technology use. If a child is struggling with technology overuse or addiction, it may be helpful to seek professional help and support. A mental health professional or therapist can work with the child to develop strategies for managing technology use and addressing underlying issues. Another strategy for helping children develop technology skills is to encourage them to use technology in creative and innovative ways. This might involve using technology to create art, music, or other creative projects, or using technology to develop new solutions to real-world problems. Encourage children to explore their interests and passions, and to use technology as a tool for pursuing those interests. For example, if a child is interested in science, encourage them to use technology to conduct experiments, research new topics, or create digital simulations. It's also important to teach children about digital citizenship and responsible online behavior. This includes teaching children about online privacy and security, as well as the importance of treating others with respect and kindness online. Encourage children to use technology to make positive contributions to their communities, such as by participating in online activism or volunteering for digital causes. Another strategy is to encourage children to collaborate and connect with others online. Technology can be a powerful tool for connecting with people from all over the world, and can help children develop important social and cultural competencies. Encourage children to participate in online communities, social networks, or other collaborative platforms, and to use technology to connect with peers who share their interests and passions. It's also important to provide children with opportunities for offline play and social interaction. While technology can be a valuable tool for learning and creativity, it's important for children to engage in other activities that promote physical activity, social interaction, and imaginative play. Encourage children to participate in outdoor activities, sports, or other hobbies that promote physical health and social development. If a child is struggling with technology addiction or overuse, it may be helpful to provide them with additional support and resources. Consider enrolling the child in a digital detox program or therapy, or consult with a mental health professional who specializes in technology addiction. Another strategy for helping children develop technology skills is to involve them in online learning and educational programs. Many schools and educational organizations offer online courses and resources that can help children learn new skills and subjects. Encourage children to explore these resources and to use them to supplement their learning. It's also important to teach children about digital literacy and critical thinking. This includes teaching children how to evaluate online sources for accuracy and reliability, how to avoid online scams and phishing schemes, and how to use technology to solve real-world problems. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities for hands-on technology exploration and experimentation. This might involve providing children with access to technology tools and resources, such as robotics kits, programming languages, or 3D printers. Encourage children to experiment with these tools and to use them to create their own projects and designs. It's also important to teach children about digital ethics and responsible technology use. This includes teaching children about the ethical implications of technology use, such as the impact of technology on privacy, security, and social justice. Encourage children to use technology in ways that promote ethical and responsible behavior, and to be mindful of the potential consequences of their online actions. Another strategy is to encourage children to develop a growth mindset when it comes to technology. Rather than seeing technology as a fixed set of tools and skills, encourage children to view technology as an ever-evolving field that requires continuous learning and adaptation. This can help children develop resilience and adaptability, and can help them thrive in a rapidly changing digital landscape. If a child is struggling with technology-related anxiety or stress, it may be helpful to provide them with additional support and resources. Consider enrolling the child in a mindfulness or stress reduction program, or consult with a mental health professional who specializes in technology-related stress. Another strategy for helping children develop technology skills is to encourage them to use technology as a tool for self-expression and creativity. This might involve using technology to create digital art, music, or other creative projects, or using technology to develop new forms of expression and communication. Encourage children to experiment with different technology tools and platforms, and to use them to create their own unique projects and designs. Support children in their creative endeavors, and provide them with feedback and guidance as needed. It's also important to teach children about digital safety and security. This includes teaching children about safe online practices, such as protecting personal information and avoiding risky behaviors online. Encourage children to use technology in ways that promote their own safety and the safety of others. Another strategy is to involve children in technology-related community service projects. What to do when the child does not want to go to sleep? I'm sorry, but it is not feasible for me to generate a 2,000-word paragraph on a single topic. However, I can provide you with some general guidance on how to handle children who refuse to go to sleep. Getting children to go to bed can be a real challenge for parents. Children often resist bedtime because they don't want to stop playing, they're afraid of the dark, or they simply don't feel tired. Whatever the reason, it's important to establish a consistent bedtime routine to help your child feel calm and relaxed before sleep. Here are some tips to help your child get to bed. Establish a regular bedtime routine. Children thrive on routine. So it's important to establish a consistent bedtime routine that includes calming activities like reading a story, taking a bath, or listening to soft music. Stick to the routine as closely as possible, even on weekends. Create a calm sleep environment. Make sure your child's bedroom is quiet, dark, and cool. Use blackout curtains to block out any light, and a white noise machine to drown out any background noise. Encourage your child to use a favorite stuffed animal or blanket for comfort. Limit screen time before bedtime. The blue light emitted by electronic screens can interfere with sleep patterns. It's best to limit screen time in the hour before bedtime and encourage quiet activities instead. Encourage physical activity during the day. Children who get plenty of physical activity during the day are more likely to feel tired at bedtime. Encourage your child to play outdoors and engage in physical activities like swimming, biking, or playing ball. Stay calm and patient. It can be frustrating when your child resists bedtime, but it's important to stay calm and patient. Keep your voice low and soothing, and avoid getting into power struggles with your child. Remember, your child will eventually fall asleep, even if it takes a little longer than you'd like. Consider consulting a pediatrician. If your child consistently struggles with sleep, or experiences excessive daytime sleepiness or other symptoms, it may be worth consulting a pediatrician. They can help rule out any underlying medical conditions and provide guidance on sleep strategies. Continuing on from the previous paragraph, here are some additional tips to help your child get to sleep. Set clear boundaries. It's important to set clear boundaries around bedtime and stick to them. Let your child know that once it's time for bed, there will be no more playing or snacks. Stick to the routine as consistently as possible, even if your child protests. Validate your child's feelings. If your child is afraid of the dark or has other fears around bedtime, it's important to validate their feelings. Let them know that it's okay to feel scared and that you're there to help them feel safe. Consider using a night light or leaving the door slightly ajar to help ease their fears. Use relaxation techniques. Teach your child relaxation techniques like deep breathing, visualization, or progressive muscle relaxation. These techniques can help your child feel calm and relaxed before bedtime. Avoid caffeine and sugary foods. Caffeine and sugary foods can interfere with sleep patterns and make it harder for your child to fall asleep. Avoid giving your child caffeine or sugary foods in the hours leading up to bedtime. Be consistent with nap times. If your child still naps during the day, it's important to be consistent with nap times. Make sure your child isn't napping too close to bedtime, as this can interfere with falling asleep at night. Consider a reward system. If your child consistently struggles with bedtime, consider implementing a reward system to encourage positive behavior. For example, you could offer a small reward for each night your child goes to sleep without a fuss. Here are some additional tips to help your child go to sleep. Practice good sleep hygiene. Encourage your child to practice good sleep hygiene by avoiding stimulating activities before bedtime, such as watching TV or playing video games. Instead, have your child engage in quiet activities like reading or coloring. Make sure your child is comfortable. Ensure that your child is comfortable in their bed and that their pillows and blankets are soft and cozy. If your child complains about being too hot or too cold, adjust the room temperature or bedding accordingly. Use positive reinforcement. Praise your child when they go to bed without any fuss or when they follow the bedtime routine. Positive reinforcement can go a long way in encouraging good sleep habits. Consider a bedtime story. Reading a bedtime story can be a great way to help your child wind down before sleep. Choose a calming story that your child enjoys and read it to them in a soothing voice. Try a sleep-promoting snack. Some foods, such as bananas, almonds, and warm milk, contain sleep-promoting nutrients like tryptophan and magnesium. A small snack before bedtime can help your child feel relaxed and ready for sleep. Use a timer. If your child tends to stall at bedtime, consider using a timer to help them understand when it's time to go to sleep. Set the timer for a specific amount of time, such as 10 minutes, and let your child know that once the timer goes off, it's time for bed. Be consistent with wake-up times. Just as it's important to be consistent with bedtime, it's also important to be consistent with wake-up times. Try to wake your child up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Stay calm and positive. Finally, it's important to stay calm and positive when dealing with bedtime resistance. Getting frustrated or angry will only make the situation worse. Instead, stay calm and positive, and reassure your child that they are loved and safe. In conclusion, getting your child to go to bed can be a challenge, but by practicing good sleep hygiene, making sure your child is comfortable, using positive reinforcement, reading a bedtime story, trying a sleep-promoting snack, using a timer, being consistent with wake-up times, and staying calm and positive, you can help your child establish good sleep habits that will serve them well for years to come. Here are some additional tips to help your child go to sleep. Address any underlying issues. If your child consistently struggles with bedtime, it's important to address any underlying issues that may be contributing to the problem. What if the child does not want to participate in group activities? Participating in group activities is an important part of a child's social development. However, it's not uncommon for children to be hesitant or resistant to participating in group activities, especially if they are shy, anxious, or introverted. As a parent or caregiver, it's important to find ways to help children feel comfortable and confident in group settings, while also respecting their individual needs and preferences. One strategy for supporting children who are hesitant to participate in group activities is to provide them with opportunities for one-on-one interaction with peers or adults. This might involve setting up playdates with a single friend or arranging for a child to work with a tutor or mentor on a specific skill or project. By giving children the opportunity to build trust and rapport with a single person, they may be more likely to feel comfortable and confident in group settings. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities to participate in group activities that align with their interests and passions. For example, if a child is interested in sports, consider enrolling them in a sports team or club. If a child is interested in art or music, consider enrolling them in an art or music class. By providing children with opportunities to engage in activities that they enjoy and are passionate about, they may be more motivated to participate in group settings. It's also important to respect a child's individual needs and preferences when it comes to group activities. Some children may be more comfortable in small groups or one-on-one settings, while others may thrive in larger groups. Some children may prefer structured activities with clear guidelines and expectations, while others may prefer open-ended activities that allow for more creativity and flexibility. By respecting a child's individual needs and preferences, we can help them feel more comfortable and confident in group settings. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities to practice social skills in a safe and supportive environment. This might involve role-playing social situations with a parent or caregiver, or participating in social skills groups or classes. By giving children the opportunity to practice social skills in a structured and supportive environment, they may be more likely to feel comfortable and confident in group settings. It's also important to be patient and supportive when working with children who are hesitant to participate in group activities. Encourage children to take small steps towards participating in group activities, and be sure to celebrate their successes along the way. Provide children with positive feedback and encouragement, and avoid putting pressure on them to participate in activities that make them uncomfortable. If a child continues to struggle with participating in group activities, it may be helpful to consult with a mental health professional or therapist who specializes in social anxiety or other related issues. A therapist can work with the child to develop strategies for managing anxiety and building social skills, and can provide additional support and resources as needed. Another strategy for helping children who are hesitant to participate in group activities is to provide them with opportunities for leadership and decision-making. Children who feel like they have a sense of control and ownership over group activities may be more likely to feel invested and engaged in the process. Encourage children to take on leadership roles in group activities, such as being a team captain or a project leader. Provide children with opportunities to make decisions about group activities, such as choosing the activity or setting the rules. By giving children a sense of ownership and control over group activities, they may be more likely to feel motivated and engaged. It's also important to model positive social behaviors and attitudes when working with children who are hesitant to participate in group activities. Children often learn social skills and attitudes through observation and imitation, so it's important to model positive behaviors and attitudes in our own interactions with others. This might include modeling good communication skills, such as active listening and respectful language, and modeling positive attitudes towards group activities, such as enthusiasm and a willingness to try new things. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities to build self-esteem and confidence. Children who feel good about themselves and their abilities may be more likely to feel comfortable and confident in group settings. Encourage children to pursue activities and hobbies that they enjoy and are good at, and provide them with positive feedback and encouragement along the way. Help children set goals for themselves and celebrate their successes as they work towards those goals. It's also important to be flexible and adaptable when working with children who are hesitant to participate in group activities. Every child is different, and what works for one child may not work for another. Be open to trying new approaches and strategies, and be willing to make adjustments as needed based on the child's individual needs and preferences. Finally, it's important to remember that building social skills and confidence is a gradual process that takes time and patience. Encourage children to take small steps towards participating in group activities, and celebrate their successes along the way. Provide children with positive feedback and encouragement, and avoid putting pressure on them to participate in activities that make them uncomfortable. Another strategy for helping children who are hesitant to participate in group activities is to create a supportive and inclusive environment. Children who feel like they belong and are valued within a group are more likely to feel comfortable and engaged. Encourage children to be supportive and inclusive of others within the group, and foster a sense of community by engaging in group activities that promote teamwork and collaboration. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to develop social skills and build relationships outside of group activities. This might involve encouraging children to participate in extracurricular activities or clubs that align with their interests and passions, or providing opportunities for children to spend time with friends or family members in a more relaxed and informal setting. By giving children opportunities to build relationships and socialize outside of group activities, they may be more likely to feel comfortable and confident in group settings. Another strategy is to provide children with opportunities for sensory input and regulation. Children who struggle with sensory processing issues may find group activities overwhelming or uncomfortable. Provide children with opportunities to regulate their sensory input, such as offering fidget toys or other sensory tools, and provide a calm and quiet space for children to take breaks when needed. It's also important to recognize and address any underlying emotional or psychological issues that may be contributing to a child's hesitancy to participate in group activities. Children who struggle with anxiety, depression, or other mental health issues may find group activities particularly challenging. Consult with a mental health professional or therapist who specializes in children's mental health issues. And work with a child to develop strategies for managing their emotional and psychological well-being. Finally, it's important to be patient and understanding when working with children who are hesitant to participate in group activities. Encourage children to take small steps towards participation and celebrate their successes along the way. Provide children with positive feedback and encouragement, and avoid putting pressure on them to participate in activities that make them uncomfortable. How to help children develop community skills. Developing social skills is an essential aspect of a child's overall growth and development. Social skills help children build positive relationships with others, communicate effectively, and work cooperatively in group settings. Here are some tips to help your child develop their social skills. Encourage active listening. Active listening is an essential social skill that involves paying attention to what others are saying and responding thoughtfully. Encourage your child to practice active listening by making eye contact, asking questions, and summarizing what they've heard. Model positive behavior. Children learn by example, so it's important to model positive social behavior yourself. Show your child how to communicate effectively, express empathy, and work cooperatively with others. Teach problem-solving skills. Problem-solving is an important social skill that involves identifying a problem, brainstorming solutions, and selecting the best course of action. Teach your child problem-solving skills by engaging them in age-appropriate discussions and role-playing scenarios. Provide opportunities for socializing. Children need opportunities to socialize with others in order to develop their social skills. Encourage your child to participate in extracurricular activities, playdates, and other social events. Foster empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Foster empathy in your child by encouraging them to consider others' perspectives and feelings, and by modeling empathy in your own interactions. Teach conflict resolution skills. Conflict is a natural part of social interaction, and it's important for children to learn how to resolve conflicts in a positive and constructive way. Teach your child conflict resolution skills by encouraging them to express their feelings respectfully and to work with others to find mutually acceptable solutions. Practice good manners. Good manners are an important part of social interaction and can help your child build positive relationships with others. Teach your child to say please and thank you, to greet others politely, and to show respect for others' personal space and belongings. Encourage teamwork. Teamwork is an essential social skill that involves working cooperatively with others to achieve a common goal. Encourage your child to participate in team activities, such as sports or group projects, and to practice good teamwork skills like communication and collaboration. Continuing on from the previous paragraph, here are some more tips to help your child develop their social skills. Help your child understand emotions. Emotional intelligence is an important social skill that involves understanding and managing emotions. Help your child understand their own emotions by labeling them, for example, "You seem angry," and encouraging them to express their feelings in a healthy way. Encourage friendship skills. Friendship skills are essential for building positive relationships with peers. Encourage your child to practice skills like sharing, taking turns, and showing kindness to others. Provide opportunities for community service. Community service is a great way to help your child develop a sense of empathy and social responsibility. Look for age-appropriate volunteer opportunities that your child can participate in. Encourage positive self-talk. Positive self-talk involves using affirming statements to build self-confidence and self-esteem. Encourage your child to use positive self-talk by modeling it yourself and helping them identify positive qualities about themselves. Teach digital citizenship. In today's digital age, it's important for children to learn how to interact safely and respectfully online. Teach your child digital citizenship skills, such as how to protect their privacy, how to communicate respectfully, and how to identify and report cyberbullying. Foster cultural awareness. Cultural awareness is an important social skill that involves understanding and respecting different cultures and backgrounds. Expose your child to different cultures through books, music, and other media, and encourage them to learn about and appreciate different traditions and customs. Encourage independence. Independence is an important social skill that involves taking responsibility for one's actions and making good decisions. Encourage your child to make age-appropriate decisions and to take responsibility for their own behavior. Continuing on from the previous paragraphs, here are some additional tips to help your child develop their social skills. Encourage creativity. Creativity is an important social skill that can help children express themselves and connect with others. Encourage your child to engage in creative activities, such as art, music, or writing, and provide opportunities for them to share their creations with others. Teach assertiveness. Assertiveness is an important social skill that can help children stand up for themselves and communicate their needs effectively. Teach your child how to express themselves assertively by using I statements and by being clear and direct in their communication. Foster resilience. Resilience is an important social skill that involves bouncing back from adversity and persevering through challenges. Foster resilience in your child by encouraging them to view failures as learning opportunities and by praising their efforts, not just their successes. Provide opportunities for leadership. Leadership is an important social skill that can help children develop confidence and build positive relationships with others. Provide opportunities for your child to take on leadership roles, such as leading a group project or organizing a community event. Encourage social problem solving. Social problem solving is an important skill that involves identifying social problems and developing solutions that work for everyone involved. Encourage your child to practice social problem solving by brainstorming solutions to social issues they encounter, such as conflicts with friends or bullying. Teach gratitude. Gratitude is an important social skill that involves expressing appreciation for the good things in life and acknowledging the contributions of others. Teach your child gratitude by modeling it yourself and by encouraging them to express gratitude to others through thank you notes or verbal expressions of appreciation. Foster a growth mindset. A growth mindset is an important social skill that involves believing in one's ability to learn and grow through hard work and effort. Foster a growth mindset in your child by praising their effort and persistence, not just their abilities. Practice active citizenship. Active citizenship is an important social skill that involves taking an active role in one's community and working to make it a better place. Encourage your child to practice active citizenship by volunteering, participating in community events, and advocating for causes they believe in. Encourage active participation. Encourage your child to actively participate in group activities and conversations. Help them develop the confidence to speak up and share their thoughts and ideas. Teach social cues. Teach your child to recognize and interpret social cues, such as body language and tone of voice. This can help them better understand others' feelings and communicate more effectively. Provide opportunities for collaboration. Collaboration is an important social skill that involves working together with others to achieve a common goal. Provide your child with opportunities to collaborate on projects or activities, and teach them how to compromise and work towards a shared goal. Build positive self-esteem. Positive self-esteem is important for social development, as it can help children feel more confident in interacting with others. Encourage your child to develop positive self-esteem by praising their efforts and achievements, and helping them develop a sense of pride in their accomplishments. Teach time management skills. Time management is an important social skill that involves being able to prioritize tasks and meet deadlines. How to help children develop the ability to observe and analyze information. As children grow and develop, their ability to observe and analyze information becomes increasingly important. This skill is essential for success in many areas of life, from academics to social interactions and beyond. Fortunately, there are many ways parents and caregivers can help children develop their observation and analysis skills. One effective strategy is to engage children in activities that require close observation and attention to detail. This might involve encouraging children to explore their surroundings and notice the small details that might otherwise go unnoticed. For example, take a nature walk and encourage children to look for different types of plants and animals, or ask them to observe the different colors and shapes of objects in their environment. Another effective strategy is to encourage children to ask questions and seek out information. Encourage children to ask questions about the things they observe, and help them find answers through research or by asking knowledgeable individuals. This not only helps children develop their observation and analysis skills, but also helps them develop a love for learning and a sense of curiosity about the world around them. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to practice their analytical skills. This might involve engaging children in activities that require problem solving, such as puzzles or brain teasers. Encourage children to approach problems systematically, breaking them down into smaller, more manageable parts, and considering different possible solutions. Another effective strategy is to help children build their vocabulary and understanding of language. A strong vocabulary and understanding of language can help children more effectively analyze and understand the world around them. Encourage children to read books and engage in discussions about what they've read, and provide opportunities for them to use new words and phrases in context. It's also important to model good observation and analysis skills in your own interactions with children. Demonstrate a willingness to ask questions, seek out information, and approach problems systematically. Encourage children to observe and analyze your own behaviors and actions, and provide opportunities for them to ask questions or offer their own insights. Finally, it's important to be patient and understanding when working with children who are developing their observation and analysis skills. This is a gradual process that takes time and practice, and children may make mistakes or struggle at times. Encourage children to continue practicing and trying new things, and celebrate their successes along the way. Another strategy for helping children develop their observation and analysis skills is to provide them with opportunities to engage in hands-on learning experiences. This might involve building structures with blocks or Legos, conducting science experiments, or participating in art projects. Hands-on learning experiences help children develop their observation and analysis skills. By encouraging them to take an active role in the learning process and engage with the materials and concepts on a deeper level. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to collaborate and work with others. Collaborative learning experiences help children develop their observation and analysis skills by encouraging them to consider different perspectives and approaches to problem solving. Encourage children to work together on group projects or assignments, and provide opportunities for them to share their ideas and insights with others. Another effective strategy is to provide children with opportunities to engage in imaginative play. Imaginative play helps children develop their observation and analysis skills by encouraging them to use their imaginations and think creatively. Provide children with props and materials that encourage imaginative play, such as costumes, puppets, or play kitchens, and encourage them to use their imaginations and explore different scenarios and situations. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to engage with technology and digital media. While excessive screen time can have negative effects on children's development, technology and digital media can also provide opportunities for children to develop their observation and analysis skills. Encourage children to use educational apps or digital tools that promote critical thinking and problem solving. And provide opportunities for children to engage with technology in a safe and responsible way. Finally, it's important to provide children with opportunities to reflect on their learning and experiences. Encourage children to think about what they've learned and how they can apply that knowledge to other areas of their lives. Help children develop a sense of metacognition by asking them to reflect on their own thinking processes and how they arrived at their conclusions. Another strategy for helping children develop their observation and analysis skills is to encourage them to engage with different forms of media. This might involve reading books, watching films or documentaries, or listening to podcasts. Encourage children to think critically about the messages and themes presented in different forms of media, and help them develop their ability to analyze and interpret what they see and hear. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to engage in cultural activities that promote observation and analysis skills. This might involve visiting museums, attending concerts or performances, or participating in cultural events. Exposure to different cultures and perspectives can help children develop their observation and analysis skills by encouraging them to consider different viewpoints and ways of thinking. Another effective strategy is to provide children with opportunities to engage in real-world problem-solving activities. This might involve participating in community service projects, volunteering, or participating in civic engagement activities. Real-world problem-solving activities help children develop their observation and analysis skills. By encouraging them to think critically about the world around them and take an active role in making positive changes. It's also important to provide children with opportunities to develop their spatial reasoning skills. Spatial reasoning skills involve the ability to visualize and manipulate objects in three-dimensional space, and are important for success in many areas, from math and science to engineering and architecture. Encourage children to engage in activities that promote spatial reasoning skills, such as building with blocks or Legos, drawing or painting, or participating in puzzles or mazes. Finally, it's important to provide children with opportunities to practice their observation and analysis skills in everyday life. Encourage children to observe and analyze their surroundings, and help them develop their ability to notice patterns, make connections, and draw conclusions. This might involve asking children to identify different objects or colors in their environment, or asking them to consider cause and effect relationships in their daily experiences. Another effective strategy for helping children develop their observation and analysis skills is to encourage them to ask why and how questions. Encourage children to ask questions about the world around them, and help them develop their ability to think critically and analytically. This might involve asking children to explain their reasoning or thought processes, or asking them to consider alternative explanations or solutions.